Good day, fellow riders, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be showcasing the RPS Magician. This is a 250cc motorcycle. Well, it's a 229cc actual, but categorized as a 250. That is loosely related to the Hawk from RPS. It is made by the same factory as the older Hawk, and it utilizes the same engine. But it does it with a much smaller frame. It does not require you to be a Jolly Green Giant in order to ride this, unlike the Hawk, which is extremely tall. This bike has a nice low seat height to where a person just over 5 feet even can ride it. It does have a single rear shock with adjustable preload, little rack on the back for convenience, disc brakes on both ends. And even though it is marked as an off-road only bike, in most states they've been able to license this bike and make it 100% street legal. It does come with some nice dual sport tires from the factory, so I do believe these tires to be DOT legal. Other features include easy to read speedometer with a shift indicator. It does make it easy, especially for a new rider, to know what gear you're in. Simple. There it is. First, neutral, second gear, and so forth. It is a 5-speed transmission. Super easy to shift. Even has a little trip computer, old style, with the twisty to reset. Kind of cool. Multifunction switch, including a headlight switch, something you don't see very often, that you have the ability to turn your headlight off, and that you get your low beam, high beam, and also your flash to pass. So indicates your quick flash, turn signals, and a horn. Over here it does have electric start with an emergency kill switch. So on these guys, side stand up, make sure your kill switch is in the run position, and then a little push of the button, fires right up. You have a safety on them, so if you try to take off with your side stand down, it is not going to run at all. Other than that, passenger pegs if you have friends who want to come along. Easy to service, including the snail type chain adjuster. So whenever your chain needs to be adjusted, it makes it a lot easier with a number indicator to make sure both sides are equal, and simply push down on the lever with the axle loose, of course, in order to adjust your chain. Anybody can do it. So the front wheel on this, unlike the Hawk, which was a 21, this one is a 19, and in the rear it has a 16-inch wheel. So again, giving it a much lower seat height. But it is a trail type bike, so even with the low seat, it does have a ton of ground clearance. I like little features like this. Checking your oil. It really could not make it any easier. Nice little side glass, hold the bike level, and it'll let you know where your level sits, just like that. Anyways, enough talk about this bike. Let's go take it for a ride and see what it'll do. So even taking off third gear. There we are, 5th gear already. You can wind it out a bit. So pavement is something this bike will do, but it's not where it shines. I mean, yeah, you can run it down the road and it'll get you there. In town, it'll do just fine. But you get this guy off into the dirt roads, gravel roads, the low gearing really comes into play. The more aggressive tires. Just a great riding bike when you're off-road. Lots of ground clearance, so if you want to take some, trails and stuff, it'll definitely do that. A little bit of sand, and the bike is very, very composed. Alright, that's the end of this road. Yeah, wanders a little in the sand, but fairly composed. This bike moves easily up beneath you. Very easy to handle. 4-cycle engine has plenty of torque. Pull you out of just about any situation. To first gear. Yeah, first gear is so low. I'm already out of gear. 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, it'll do the pavement. It's just not what it's made for. There, neutral, very easy to find. Hey, you might have a little fuel light there. Then your headlight on, switch right here, high beam. Yeah, it does allow you to turn your headlight off. So, not something I'd recommend, and probably not something that's legal in most states. But leave that dude on, leave it on high beam. It does have the flash to pass feature. Ooh, they had to nail the brakes. Not a bad running bike. Again, if you're going to be running pavement all the time, definitely change the gearing on it. But for just putting around town and gravel roads or just out in the country, it's a perfect little bike. And there it goes. Alright. Well, I hope you found this helpful. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.